One of the astonishments of growing up is discovering that the things that you care about a great deal, sometimes other people don't care about. Sometimes you come home from school all afire with an issue and you realize that your parents don't care about it and you don't understand. But as you get older, you recognize that a lot of what has force in this world has force because people give themselves to it. And that things are not necessarily intrinsically forceful or not, but are made so by our concern. And in fact, even though it doesn't seem that way, and it certainly didn't seem that way to our ancestors, to a large extent that's true of the holidays. You and I both know that there are Jews in the world right now who are barely aware that today is Rosh Hashanah. They're giving the day no force, and therefore it has no force in their lives. And if you doubt that the tradition recognized that, all you have to do is look at the beginning, the very first two words of Unatana Tokef. Because the literal translation is that we give strength to this day. It doesn't translate it that way here. It says, let us speak of the sacred power of this day, but Unatana Tokef says nothing about speaking. It's about giving, notain. And we're the ones that give it power. But once you enable it to have power in your life, it has tremendous power. It can be life-changing. And things that can be life-changing for somebody who is a part of it can be completely negligible or even non-existent for people who don't pay attention. So part of the point of Unatana Tokef is to remind us how much of what this day means is about what we bring to it and how we understand it. And not only what the tradition, what God, what our ancestors have brought to it. So we begin on page 143, and we read the English together. Let us speak of the sacred power of this day, profound and awe-inspiring. On it, your sovereignty is celebrated, and your throne from which you rule in truth is established with love. Truly, you are judge and prosecutor, expert and witness, completing the indictment, bringing the case, and enumerating the counts. You recall all that is forgotten, and will open the book of remembrance, which speaks for itself, for our own hands have signed the page. The great shofar will be sounded, and the still small voice will be heard. Angels will be alarmed, seized with fear and trembling, declaring, this very day is the day of judgment, for even the hosts of heaven are judged. No one is innocent in your sight. All that lives on earth will pass before you like a flock of sheep. As a shepherd examines the flock, making each sheep pass under the staff, so you will review and number and count, judging each living being, determining the fate of everything in creation, inscribing their destiny. Please rise as the ark is opened for Unatana Tokef, page 143.